You've already caught yourself watching a report about a young billionaire and thought, dude, that could be me? It's not just you. The truth is that more and more young people are breaking patterns and reaching financial freedom even before 30. And no, they did not win in the lottery. They adopted habits that turn dreams into heritage. While many people think they need a Harvard diploma or a revolutionary idea, the real billionaires under construction know that the game begins with mindset. It's about changing the way you deal with money, time, and your daily decisions. It's about planting the seeds now, even if your bank account is in the red or you are still finding yourself in life. In this video, you will discover the 10 habits that young millionaires and even billionaires have in common. These are practical, tested attitudes that anyone determined can start applying today. No magic formulas. The focus here is consistency, discipline, and applied intelligence. So if you want to gain your financial independence, build multiple sources of income, master high-value skills, and perhaps see your first million before 30, you subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and come with me on this journey. This may be the most important content you will see this year. It all starts with that snap. You see on TV or social networks a young man of your age driving a luxury car, investing in startups, or selling your millionaire company. It is impossible not to think, why not me? This thought, albeit simple, may be the seed of its transformation if you know how to cultivate it with solid financial action and mentality. Contrast with reality can scare. You may be in college, without money, clearly at what you want from life, and without anyone around talking about financial freedom. But calm down. Many of these young millionaires began exactly like this, with doubts, difficulties, and especially an absurd desire to change their lives. And here comes the decisive factor habits. They are the ones who shape financial health and build the way to young success. Adopt millionaire habits, such as learning about investing early, seeking passive income, or developing high-value skills, is what separates those who only dream. You don't need a miracle, you need direction. The good news? This direction exists. And she starts with her decision to get out of the audience and get into the game. You don't have to have everything now, you just have to start. The first step is to see that success is not unique to a few chosen. It is accessible to those who have consistency, discipline, and are willing to build their own path. If there is one thing that time does better than any financial coach, it is to multiply money. The sooner you start investing, the greater the power of compound interest working to your advantage. It is almost magical, but with mathematical base. What today seems little, tomorrow may be the beginning of your financial freedom. Look at Chris Sacca's example. You started investing young, believed in innovative ideas like Twitter and Uber, and reached the first million in its early 20s. It was no luck, it was vision and early action. And your version of the story can start with only $50 per month. Yes, the value of a snack becomes a seed of heritage. The tip is automate your economies. Set your account to invest every month without you not even notice. Use the rule 50302050 for needs, 30 for wishes, 20 to invest and save. Do not expect to be left to invest. Invest and learn to live with the rest. Anyone who does it early guarantees a quiet future and full of options. Even if you start small, the important thing is the consistency. Financial health game is won in the long run with patience and strategy. Invest regularly, learn about funds, shares, fixed income. Best of all, every real one you plant today, come back multiplied in the future, only reaps those who have the courage to start. No matter how good you are with numbers or investments, the true secret of financial success is something more valuable: the skills you develop. High-value skills are those that make you indispensable and increase your ability to generate income. Programming, sales, digital marketing, these are just some of the skills that can lead you to a next financial level. A great example of this is Ryan Kaji, the YouTuber Miriam, who won his fortune with simple videos. He knew how to take advantage of the demand for content and at the same time develop communication and editing skills. And believe me, You don't have to be a digital prodigy to start. Choose a promising field, invest time and effort to learn, and will soon start harvesting the fruits. If you are lost on where to start, my suggestion is to research the industries of the future. Technology, health, and e-commerce are constantly expanding. Look for courses and certifications. Dedicate yourself to improving your ability to apply what you learn, and above all, don't be afraid to start from below. Every expert started as a beginner. Over time, these skills can become passive income sources or even their own business. And when you dominate something that generates value to others, the reward comes. The key is don't wait for the perfect moment. Start with what you have and improve constantly. Daily practice is what makes the difference in the long run. Relying on a single source of income is a common mistake among those who do not know the secrets of millionaires. Single income is limited and can fail at any time. Millionaires know that true financial security comes from multiple sources of income, whether with investments, own business, or parallel activities. The more you diversify, the more protected you will be unforeseen. Kylie Jenner is a classic example of this. She was not limited to her line of cosmetics. Kylie became involved with social media, licensing partnerships, and digital products. His ability to create several fronts helped build an empire. Best of all, you don't have to be a celebrity to start. Anyone can develop an extra income even in the beginning. One of the simplest ways to create an additional source of income is to start a side hustle. It could be affiliate marketing, freelance consultancy, or even a small e-commerce. Another option is to invest in digital products courses, ebooks, templates. With the internet, the possibilities are practically endless, and the market entry is increasingly affordable. The key here is to start with what you have. It may not be an immediate success, but experience and learning will open doors for new opportunities. So don't be afraid to diversify. Multiple sources of income may not only improve your cash flow, but also accelerate the way to your financial freedom. The old saying, "who is not seen is not remembered," has never been so true, especially in the business world. Your contact network can be the biggest asset you have. Strategic connections are able to open doors that you didn't even know existed. Remember, it's not about who you know, but who knows you and the value you can offer. Mark Zuckerberg, for example, had a powerful network to finance Facebook in his early days. Connected with influential and visionary people, he got the necessary impulse to turn a simple idea into a global empire. And you can do the same. The secret is to build genuine and strategic relationships that add mutual value over time. For starters, participate in events and webinars in your industry. No matter how small or specific your niche, there will always be people willing to share knowledge and opportunities. In addition, LinkedIn is a powerful tool. Use it to connect with leaders, entrepreneurs, and influencers who can guide you or even collaborate on projects. Finally, the maintenance of connections is as important as their creation. Keep a networking diary, follow up regularly, and try to add value continuously. Networking is not about what you can take, but about what you can offer. Remember, the best opportunities come through the right people. Investing is the key to turning your wealth into something sustainable and growing. When you invest, your money starts working for you, allowing your assets to multiply exponentially. This is especially important when we talk about financial freedom, because without investments, your financial options will be limited. Kevin David is a great example of how to invest wisely can generate return. It started in digital marketing and, with profit generated, reinvest in e-commerce and online courses. The secret is not just about making money, but how you use this money to create more wealth. And the good news is that you can start with little, if you know where to put your money. If you are a beginner, don't worry. Start with simple platforms such as direct treasury, real estate funds, or consolidated companies. The important thing is to understand the risks. Diversify your portfolio and increase your contributions as you gain more confidence. And remember, investing is not a sprint. It's a marathon. Patience is a virtue in this game. A valuable tip is to start with what is comfortable for your budget and go deeper as you learn more about markets. Diversifying your portfolio is essential to balance risks and maximizing gains. Over time, composite income starts to do magic, and its assets grow significantly. Don't leave tomorrow what you can start investing today. One of the biggest financial traps is the high lifestyle. As your income increases, it is tempting to spend more and more, but this mindset can delay your progress towards financial freedom. Millionaires know that living below your standard of living is one of the most powerful strategies for accumulating wealth. And that does not mean living in a miserable way, but being strategic and conscious with spending. Ingvar Kamprad, founder of IKEA, is a classic example of this. Even after creating a billionaire empire, he never abandoned his simple and frugal lifestyle. Kamprad saw excessive consumption as an obstacle to its true goal to build wealth for the future, not simply spend on the present. This type of mindset is what separates the rich from indebtedness. A practical tip to get started is to use spending tracking applications such as Giababra or Nab. You need a budget. These apps help you see where you are spending and where you can cut without sacrificing quality of life. Also, avoid the temptation to increase your standard of living as soon as your salary rises. Keep your fixed costs low and redirect over income for investments or savings. Focusing on quality rather than quantity is also a smart way to save money. By consciously choosing products that really add value to your life without falling into the trap of impulsive consumption is a crucial step in living below your standard and accumulating more for the future. The truth is that no one reaches the top without facing failures along the way. They are inevitable, and most of the time, they are our greatest teachers. The secret is how you react to these falls. Millionaires know that failure is part of the learning process, and that instead of discouraging, it is time to adjust the strategy and move on a stronger. Sarah Blakely, Spanx founder, faced numerous rejections before achieving success. She literally was ignored by dozens of investors before getting the necessary support. But instead of giving up, she used each no as a fuel for her determination. Failure did not break it. He prepared her for success. This resilience is one of the pillars of financial success. If you want to transform learning failures, create a failure curriculum. Record what went wrong, what you learned from it, and what would do differently next time. Also, look for constructive feedback from experienced people. It is easier to learn from others' mistakes than repeat the same mistakes. Remember, failure is not an end. It is a means to an end. Instead of mourning, look for ways to improve and evolve. Each error is a step closer to your goal, and whoever persists eventually wins. Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid of not trying. Have you ever heard that phrase, healthy mind, body? She has never been as true as on the way to financial freedom. Physical and mental health support their productivity, clarity, and especially their ability to make wise decisions. Millionaires understand that taking care of body and mind is essential to maintaining performance at the highest level in both business and personal life. Richard Branson, founder of Virgin, is a great example of this. He prioritizes his physical well-being with daily exercises and healthy habits. This not only improves your energy, but also expands your creativity and resilience. Health is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Without it, financial success becomes almost impossible as you lose the ability to act and think clearly. If you're starting to take more care of yourself, my suggestion is that you set a simple exercise routine, such as walking, running, or yoga. It doesn't need much time, but the benefits are giant. Also, focus on a balanced diet is essential to maintaining focus and disposition. And of course, mindfulness or meditation practice to reduce stress and improve your concentration. Does not underestimate the importance of rest. Sleeping well and taking time to relax are fundamental to maintaining your mental health and balance. When your mind and body are in harmony, you become more productive and make decisions more clearly, which is essential on the way to gain financial freedom. Financial success does not happen overnight, but through consistency and discipline in the long run. Millionaires know that true wealth comes from daily actions, often small, but over time they accumulate and generate extraordinary results. The key to financial freedom is to do what is right, even when there is no glamour or immediate recognition. Grant Sabatier is a great example of this. He reached financial freedom at age 30 with a railroad discipline. Grant began saving and investing consistently, setting clear goals and monitoring his progress. He knew that the only way to achieve financial independence was to be relentless with his daily actions. And it was not fast, but it was efficient to develop your consistency. The first step is to establish a daily routine that is aligned with your goals. It doesn't have to be at all complex. It can be a simple list of tasks or the use of habits trackers to help you track progress. Also, celebrate the small victories. This maintains high motivation and creates a positive cycle of action and reward. Remember, success is a game of patience and perseverance. It is easy to distract or procrastinate, but the discipline of moving on, even in difficult days, is what separates the winners from the give-up. Every small step you take, however small, is bringing you closer to your financial freedom. Reaching the top and becoming a millionaire in its early 20s is not just a distant dream. It is a reality within the reach of those who adopt the right habits. The secret to achieving this goal is to start early, invest intelligently, cultivate high-value skills, and of course be consistent and disciplined in the process. Remember, the journey may be long, but the reward is worth every effort. If you want to achieve financial freedom, start applying these habits in your life now. Do not expect a perfect moment, because the perfect moment never comes. The true key is in constant action and resilience in the face of adversities. Believe in your potential. Keep your focus, and over time, you will see the fruits of your work. The path to financial success begins with small daily attitudes. If you implement these tips continuously, you will soon be reaping the results. So what are you waiting for? Start today and draw your journey to the first million. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so as not to lose any tips that will help you achieve financial freedom. The future starts now and he's yours.